In this video, let's see what are the benefits of learning about quadrilaterals. In geometry, we are aware of basic entities such as points which do not have any dimensions. We are also aware of single-dimension entities such as lines. We know about two-dimensional shapes such as triangles. Here we want to learn about another entity, that is quadrilaterals. Let's see what is the need for studying quadrilaterals. Well, quadrilateral is a closed shape with four sides. It is a natural succession to triangle with three sides. Quadrilaterals help in defining a region and quantifying it. Let's see why we require a closed shape for representing a region. Let's look at points, then lines, and then triangles. If we represent a region with the help of points, then a region can be imagined to be made up of infinite number of points. But how do we quantify a region with points alone? Points have no dimensions. If we have a region and we cannot quantify it, this will be of no help. Even if we want to represent a small region with the help of points, it will consist of millions of points. And it will be very difficult to quantify it. Again, if we try to represent a region with the help of lines, lines have only one dimension, and this region will consist of infinite number of lines. Once again, we cannot quantify the region. Triangle is the first such shape other than curved shapes that encloses a region and helps us to quantify it. If triangles can represent a region and help in quantifying it, now let's see why do we need quadrilaterals. We have seen that points and lines cannot represent a region, but triangles can. Then why at all we have the need to study about quadrilaterals? So here in this figure we have represented the region with the help of triangles, and here we have represented the same region with the help of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are convenient for representing large areas such as large pieces of land such as plots. If we want to represent a large piece of land and we need to partition into smaller areas, we can see here that it is convenient to partition it using quadrilaterals. Because in quadrilaterals, definitely the number of partitions are much lesser as compared to triangles. So definitely, making use of quadrilaterals, it is easier to talk about, represent and quantify a given area. While discussing triangles, we've seen that triangles are closed shapes and are used to represent a region. But when it comes to quantifying, for quantifying triangles also, we make use of quadrilaterals. So we have learned that if we want to find the area of this triangle, we will count the number of squares here, which are quadrilaterals only. Now let's see limitations of triangles. We cannot make use of triangles if in a given region two sides are parallel. Then we will have to use quadrilaterals only. Also, when one side is more than the sum of other two sides, then also we cannot use triangles, because from triangle inequality, a triangle cannot be formed in such a case. So then also we have to make use of quadrilaterals. And special quadrilaterals such as squares, rectangles and parallelograms are much easier to construct. So in square, we require only one information, that is measure of each side. In rectangles, we need two informations, that is length and the breadth. And in parallelograms, we need three informations, that is length of the two sides and one angle to construct it. In this video, we have discussed what is the need to study quadrilaterals. So let's summarize. Quadrilaterals are simple polygons like triangles. Being closed shapes, they can be used to define a region and quantify it. Making use of quadrilaterals is convenient compared to triangles, quadrilaterals and its variations such as square, rectangle, parallelogram, etc. are easier to construct and define a region. Then we saw what were the limitations of triangles. Quadrilateral is the natural shape to be used when region enclosed has two sides parallel or one side is longer than the sum of the other two. Because of all these reasons, we should have a deep understanding of geometry of quadrilaterals so that we can apply them in real life.